In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 MLB games happening on September 23, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Boston Red Sox versus Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto has clinched a playoff spot and carries a 90-66 record into this game, with a home record of roughly 50-25, showing strong performance in front of their own crowd. Boston comes in at 85-71 and has been more volatile, especially in road games against strong pitching. The probable starters are Lucas Giolito for Boston versus Kevin Gausman for Toronto. Toronto's lineup includes power threats like George Springer and strong offensive production from Bo Bichette. Boston has some reliable bats too, but has struggled in recent matchups versus top-flight starters. Given the stakes and the home pitcher advantage, I lean with the Blue Jays in this one. As our first pick for this matchup, the Toronto Blue Jays money line is our full game side pick. With both starters having relatively good recent form and moderate home-away splits, this game has a solid chance to stay low scoring. Toronto's bullpen has shown ability to close things out, and Boston's offense has been streaky, especially in games on the road. While some hitters like Story and Bregman can pop, it seems unlikely both teams put up big offensive innings. Defense and pitching matchups may keep the scoring limited. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Washington Nationals versus Atlanta Braves. The Braves are riding a 9-game win streak after defeating the Nationals 11-5 on Monday, improving to 74-83 overall, and winning the season series versus Washington 8-3. Michael Harris II led their offense, going 3 for 5 with 3 RBIs, a double, a run, and 3 stolen bases. The Nationals are down to 64-93, 33-46 away from home, and their pitching continues to struggle with control. Walks and home runs have plagued their roster. Atlanta is playing at home and remains one of the stronger offensive teams in their park. Given the momentum, home crowd, and the mismatch in both offense and pitching quality, the Braves are heavily favored in this spot. As our first pick for this matchup, the Atlanta Braves money line is our full game side pick. After Washington's performance Monday, giving up 11 runs, issuing many walks, and being unable to consistently put threatening at-bats together, the flow of the game looked tilted early. Meanwhile, Atlanta's bullpen has held up in recent games, and Washington's bats have lacked power and consistency, especially versus upper-tier starters. The total is trending toward the over in many predictions, but with Washington's offense being so erratic and likely to struggle early, this game feels more suited to modest scoring. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. New York Mets versus Chicago Cubs. The New York Mets and Chicago Cubs meet Sunday in MLB action from Wrigley Field. The Mets will send David Peterson to the mound, and while his overall season numbers look decent, he has been shaky in recent outings. Peterson has given up multiple runs in a handful of starts down the stretch, and his control has been an issue with walks piling up. Still, the Mets are in must-win mode, and Peterson has shown that he can keep his team in games long enough to give the offense a chance. New York has also been swinging the bats well lately, scoring 5 or more runs in 4 of their last 6 contests, and they'll be leaning on that form here. The Cubs will counter with rookie right-hander Cade Horton, who has been outstanding in his first full season. Horton enters at 11-4 with a 2.66 earned run average and 1.1 WHIP across 115 innings, and he's been especially sharp at home where his command has been excellent. Chicago, at 88-68, is still fighting to solidify playoff position, but they've been inconsistent offensively in recent weeks, scoring 4 runs or fewer in several of their latest games. That lack of production makes them a little vulnerable, even with Horton's strong numbers. At the end of the day, the Mets have more urgency. Peterson is capable of bouncing back against a Cubs lineup that hasn't been firing on all cylinders, and New York's recent offensive form could make the difference. As our first pick for this matchup, the New York Mets money line is our full game side pick. Both pitchers have a good chance to control this game. Horton has been dominant in most of his starts and should be able to limit damage against a Mets lineup that can go cold. While Peterson, despite his recent struggles, has also shown the ability to grind through tough lineups and keep things close. Historically, games between these two at Wrigley Field tend to be competitive and lower scoring. Add in the fact that both bullpens have been heavily used lately but have managed to limit blow-up innings, and this projects as more of a tight, tactical contest than a slugfest. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Minnesota Twins versus Texas Rangers. The Twins arrive in Arlington with a 67-89 record, having lost 4 of their last 5 games. Their road record is weak, and lineup leaders like Byron Buxton are doing what they can, but overall production has been spotty. Texas, meanwhile, is around 79-77, holding a positive home record, though missing some key players. Corey Seager and Marcus Semien are sidelined. Adolis Garcia is day-to-day. Even so, the Rangers have been defending their home turf well and tend to perform when needed. As our first pick for this matchup, the Texas Rangers money line is our full game side pick. Minnesota starters and bullpens have both ranked poorly lately, especially in terms of earned run average and walk rates, which gives Texas an advantage even when the Rangers' offense is not fully loaded. Texas has more lineup depth, and younger hitters like Josh Jung and Wyatt Langford are stepping up. Weather and late-season fatigue sometimes tighten games, but with the Rangers playing at home and the Twins being vulnerable, I expect enough offense on both sides to make this one a high-scoring affair. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Kansas City Royals versus Los Angeles Angels. The Royals are 78-78 and still fighting to stay above .500, while the Angels are 70-86 and mostly out of contention. Kansas City hands the ball to Cole Ragans, who has had mixed results, though his recent stat line shows decent strikeouts and the ability to escape jams. Los Angeles will counter with Sam Aldeguerri, who's inexperienced at the MLB level and has had issues controlling the game in his limited innings. Kansas City has bats like Vinny Pasquantino and Bobby Witt Jr. who can hurt weaker starters. The Royals are catching the Angels in a poor stretch, especially given the pitching matchup here strongly favors Kansas City. As our first pick for this matchup, the Kansas City Royals money line is our full game side pick. Given Aldeguerri's high earned run average and WHIP, there is a real chance he doesn't make it deep, which could force reliance on a bullpen that might be vulnerable. Kansas City's offense has shown bursts, and even though the Angels aren't dead yet, their plate discipline and power have tapered off. All this suggests that both teams have a good chance to put up runs. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.